Okay, I want to convert 2,563 from base 10 to base 8. Okay, so base 8 means that if I write it in expanded notation, my powers are going to be of 8 instead of 10. So I want to take 2,563 and I'm going to write it as something times 8 to a power. And I'm going to have to figure out what powers. Um, Something times 8, right, to some power. Okay, so I need to figure out what the highest power of 8 I need is. So first, let's just calculate some powers of 8. So we'll just do a little side work getting some powers of 8. Okay, so I know 8 to the 0 is 1. 8 to the first is 8. 8 squared is 64. I don't know 8 cubed off the top of my head. So I could write out 64 times 8, right? I could do 64 times 8 by hand to figure this out. 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 6 is 48, plus 3 is 51. So 512. You won't have a calculator on your exam, but I have one in here just to help us make sure that we're doing it right. I promise that if there's a question like this on an exam, the arithmetic will be pretty easy. It'll be easier than this one. Okay, so 8 to the fourth, that's just 512 times 8, right? 8 to the fourth is 8 cubed with another 8, so 512 times 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 1 is 9. 8 times 5 is 40, so 4,096. Okay, so I want to write my 2,563 as a sum of products of powers of 8. Okay, so 4,096 is my biggest one. That I calculated so far, it's bigger than this whole number. So like I can't do something times 8 to the fourth and get 2,563. This is too big. Okay, so my highest power of 8 that I'm going to be working with is 8 cubed, which is 512. Okay, so I'm going to start with 8 cubed and then go down from there. And then I'm going to have something times 8 to the first plus something times 8 to the 0. Okay, so I want to figure out what these coefficients are to make this number. So I need to know how many 512s, because 8 cubed is 512. How many 512s can I fit in here? So I can just do repeated subtraction. You could write it out like longhand like this. I'm going to use the calculator just to save a little time here. Okay, so I have 2,563. 2,000 was working a second ago. 2,563. And I want to subtract 512. See how many times I can subtract it. Okay, so minus 512. And I have 2,051. So I can definitely subtract 1. So I'm just going to make like a tally, right? I subtracted it once. Okay, and then I'm going to subtract it again. 2,051. And I'm going to, oops, 2,051. And I'm going to subtract another 512. And I get 1,539. So I pulled out another complete 512 and I still have 1,539. And I'm going to keep subtracting until I can't subtract any more 512s. You can also do this by division. I'll show you that after. Okay, so now I have 1,539. Subtract another 512. And again, you can do all these calculations by hand. Calculator is just going to save us a little time. Okay, so I still have 1,027. I put another tally mark for that's the third 512 I subtracted. So now I'm going to take my 1027 and subtract another 512, and I get 515. So I just subtracted another 512, so put another tally mark. I have 515, which means I can subtract one more 512 and still have some left over. Okay, so when I subtract it, just show it for the sake of it. So I have 515 minus 512, and I get 3. Okay, so I subtracted one more, and I have 3 left over. Okay. 3 is not a multiple of 64. 3 is not a multiple of 8. It's not bigger than a multiple of 64 or bigger than a multiple of 8. It's just 3 ones. So it's going to go in the ones place because it's smaller than 8. So I put that leftover 3 there. And so I have zeros in the other spots, which gives me 5003. Another way to figure out that 5 in the 8 cubed spot would be to use division. Okay, so I would take my 2,563 and divide by 512. This tells you how many times 512 will go into 2,563. Okay, and it's 5 complete times with some remainder, right? So because there's a decimal, so 5 full times. So that's where this number 5 comes from. Went in 5 full times. Okay. And then you have to figure out what the remainder is, which means you're probably going to have to like do the long division out by hand, right? Or you could say, well, 512 times 5 is 2560, right? And then you can figure out the remainder is 3 because 2563 minus 2560 is 3. So you get the remainder of 3. I'm going to do this without a calculator on the next slide. Okay, so I have 2563 and I want to convert it to base 8. So I already did the powers of 8 part. I know that I'm trying to write this as something times 8 cubed plus something times 8 squared plus something times 8 to the first plus something times 8 to the 0. And maybe it's helpful to say this is something times 512 plus something times 64 plus something times 8 plus something times 1. Okay, so I want to know how many times 512 goes into 2,563. So I could do long division. That might be helpful. So 512 into 2,563. And you say, okay, well, 500 would go into 2,500 5 times, right? So 500 does go into 2,500 5 times because 5 times 5 is 25. So we'll start with a guess of 5. Okay, so now we have to multiply that 5 times 512. Okay, so 5 times 2 would give me 10. So I have put 0, carry the 1, right? And then 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. And then 5 times 5 is 25. 2,560. You subtract, we have a remainder of 3. Okay, so 512 goes into 8 cubed 5 times. And I have only 3 left over. Okay, so 3, I can't use 60. I can't multiply something by 64 to make 3. Okay, so I put a 0 there. There's nothing I can multiply 8 by to make 3. So I put a 0 there. And I'm just going to have 3 ones. 5, 0, 0, 3.